Oh, you're live.
Hey, so hello, I'm Jenny Wireman from Bearded Goat Trail Running, and this is Adam Moody.
Hello. Again, I'm getting things going, so I'll be here.
So everything's in my control. Okay, no, everything's in his control, but you get to talk to me. So
And we're figuring out how
technical
to use
difficulties. Anyway, so this is our second web live episode. And the last episode, we talked to you guys about how we were about to leave to go on a adventure, and the adventure was to Manitou's Revenge in the Catskill Mountains in New York State.
Yeah.
So we have now returned from this and had about 5 days to recover,
Yeah.
which is good. And we thought we'd talk to you guys about this trail race. It was a lot of fun.
It was nice. Jenny ran it last year, and so I think we had good weather going down there.
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
so last year, because I was just crew and then aid station, and then this year we had the same. So it's always the closest to the longest day of the year, or the most daylight, and so it's usually a beautiful drive down there, which is nice. It was the same. We're coming from the west, but it'd be the same, I think, if you're coming from like the city or Boston. It'd be just a nice drive because you're kind of in the maybe middle easternish of the Catskills, and so it's nice. It's a pretty nice drive in there.
We ended up driving in from the west and then driving out kind of northwest because on the way home, we decided to make a slight detour and go to Ommegang Brewery.
Yeah.
So we got to kind of drive in one way and drive out another, and it was really beautiful. You got all these nice rolling hills, and yeah, it was just beautiful weather.
Yeah, if you're familiar with the Game of Thrones beers, if you're not familiar with Ommegang, but yeah, that's good. Good food there. That's a cool place to stop if you're ever in upstate New York. Let's see. So we came into town and we ended up eating at a place called Brio's. So last year we went to Moosewood, I think was the name of the place.
No,
Moosewood. It's like that's another guy. Anyway, so we went down there and ended up, they reserved kind of some area for the runners. And so it was neat. We ate with several other people who were running the race. And Brio's was pretty good.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Just a wide range of kind of American food, I thought.
He had a wrap and I had a salad, and he had a side salad. We like to do a thing where we trade each other's plates and eat. So we got to try both kind of things. And
so if one of us
good.
gets food poisoning, both of us. No, so that went pretty well. They had good food for pre-race, stuff like Jenny said, salads, wraps, pizzas, lots of other stuff.
Lots of pastas. So if you do the whole carbo loading before trail runs, they also had a lot of pastas and and burgers.
Yeah, so the race is pretty crazy. I think we talked about it last time, but just a quick recap on the course. It's 54 miles. It's, I don't know how many peaks you cross. And it's
9.
Yeah, it's 14 or 15,000 feet of gain on some kind of rough stuff. I think it's it's technical parts, but like just overall, there's a lot of, it's rooty, it's rocks, there's a little bit of it's kind of, just up and down and a little bit of climbing, nothing like really crazy. But.
Sure. It starts on the Black Dome Trail, and the Black Dome Trail eventually goes up and meets the escarpment trail. And then you run along the escarpment trail for a bit, and it turns into the long path. And we spent most of the time on the long path, and in fact, we even stayed on it when it turned into the Devil's Path, which is by far the most
aptly named.
it's hellish, but it's really cool. I mean, I think we summited 3 peaks within like 7 miles.
And actually, I'm going to show real quick. You can keep talking about it. I've got a picture, one of the very few that turned out. I like this one. This was from the morning. That's beautiful. I think that's on the long path.
That's on the escarpment trail.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so anyways, it was a really nice morning, you can tell. So this is a picture from this year, and it was just awesome. So anyways, we got lucky. The rest of the day lasted. It was just incredible weather the entire time.
Yeah, so June in the Catskills is a really good time to go hiking or trail running. And there's a lot of other trails around there. We saw trails heading off on both sides frequently. So there's a lot of different ways that you could create loops if you wanted to, or if you wanted to, shorten it or go off onto another, part of the Catskills and not go through Devil's Path.
Yeah, there's lots of ways. You could do anything from short out and backs. You could do 10-mile loops, 15, 20, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. So
or 54 miles.
Yeah, or just do a run through. Get some friends to drive you up. No, it was nice too, because I think there's 9 aid stations, and very much needed. So it varies between like 4 and 10 miles between aid stations. So definitely needed. And that was a tough course for us. we generally do 1 or 2 so far ultras a year, so we're not, out there doing it all the time. We're out doing shorter races in between and just running for fun. And yeah, this was tough. I think we both felt it
This was a
afterwards.
kick in the rear. But, we're still really thankful to go out there and be able to run in the Catskills and be able to kind of prove to ourselves that every once in a while you can be a badass and get out there and run 54 miles up and down peaks. So
yeah, it's fun. And as always, I think one of the coolest things is the people you meet out there. Kind of shared misery at sometimes, other times actual happiness, and just it's cool. Part of the trail running fun for me, like I just like getting out and running trails, but is the meeting the people.
Yeah.
And I've met, just a high number of people. I'm like, yeah, I like being around these people, which is kind of nice, more so than day-to-day life.
You
So,
share that common thread of insanity of getting out and running wonderful trails.
So we got anything else for the Catskills, or I'm trying to think. Catskill Brewery is cool. That's not really nearby to where the race is, but if you're ever in the area, that's pretty cool.
Then, if you ever need a nice, relaxing kind of end to your weekend, if you're out there and you've run a whole bunch of trails, there's a lot of little rivers and you can go tubing.
Ooh, that's right.
So, sitting back in a nice little tube and letting your legs kind of ice soak, but not ice soak. Yeah, they do have a rafting company in Phoenicia that'll take you. I think it's called Tinkertown Tubing. Anyway, and they'll actually take you, drop you off at one location. You float down the river to their headquarters. And
awesome.
Man, if we had the time, I think our legs were just wrecked after. So
yeah, the next day would have been tough. I remember thinking that, like, I don't even know if I'd feel safe rafting. I'm not sure I could swim, but maybe sitting in the river would be good.
That would have been really nice.
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's about it.
Yeah. I don't really think of anything else. If you guys have any questions or any comments, go ahead and leave them either here or
trail running, travel, whatever. Bearded Goat trailrunning.com/live-hangout. That's always going to point to the most current or future event. So if you ever have any questions or comments on any of this stuff, just leave them there and we'll see them for the next week.
Yeah.
Awesome. See you guys later.
Thanks.